Hi, I'm Liz.
I'm Charlie.
Howdy, I'm Austin.
And we are the Adventure Closet with Austin today.
Yeah.
Let's go on an adventure.
Welcome to the Adventure Closet. I'm Liz, and this is Charlie. We are two 80s and 90s kids that never lost their sense of wonder. We're all over the map, exploring wild and abandoned places, discovering rocks, geology, and history of different areas, all while living and traveling in our minivan Opal. I guess you can say our life is a mixtape of adventures. So hop in the van, hit the subscribe button, and let's go somewhere. Sometimes you're in the right place at the right time. This is how a lot of our adventures are born. As Charlie and I were finishing up our last leg in Nevada on the loneliest road in America, we saw this man running, and behind him he was pulling a trailer with a sign that said "For Sale." We instantly wanted to know his story, but hesitated and passed by with so much regret. Little did we know that later this evening we'd have our chance.
So we ended up having an interesting night. We're outside of Baker, Nevada. We're still in the Great Basin National Park.
Mm-hmm.
And we found this really cool campsite, which I'll show you first before telling you what is going on.
It's along Snake Creek.
This bathroom, it's free.
There's a creek right there.
Yep, you can go hear it. In fact, we'll walk down to it when we tell you. So we had passed this guy on the road earlier, and he had this wagon behind him. He was running, and it said "For Sale." It was kind of an odd scene, but yeah. So we ended up stopping at the store because we needed Wi-Fi because we had a video dropping tonight, and I forgot to schedule something. And his wagon was out there, and so we went in there and we met him. And he is running from the Pacific Ocean all the way over to the Atlantic Ocean. So he started out in Oregon. Ow. I just got attacked by a tree. Here's the creek.
It's beautiful.
It's very beautiful. And we headed off, and we're going to meet him tomorrow morning and take him into the park. Since he's on foot and can't get to as many places. So we'll see if we bring you guys along or not. We gotta ask him if it's okay first, but I have a feeling it will be.
Yeah. So we're gonna have some dinner and hit the hay and get up and have a long day tomorrow. This is the Pinnacle Group campsite, and that might be the Pinnacle up there. It's just a beautiful area out here in the national park, and it is free camping. Like you can't beat free in a national park. Campfires aren't allowed. They think they've had quite a fire season here not too long ago, but yeah. Should be good. Probably gonna be cold tonight. Tonight we're having a little curry. We got this coconut rice, some coconut milk, some peas, and some garbanzo beans. I'm gonna put some garam masala in there, some curry sauce, and mix it all up, and hope it's good. And bam!
That smells so good, babe.
Good. Never mind our fine china.
Yum, thank you.
This is really spicy, but it's good. I was just thinking that, like, you guys should probably join us for dinner. And I had stuff to talk about. Like, if you guys have followed us from the beginning, like,
we talk a lot about how, I hate to use the word antisocial we are, but we can be pretty antisocial and we're really shy, like talking to new people and stuff.
But we have a YouTube channel.
It's weird.
It is weird.
You guys probably think that we're like super extroverted, but we're not. But since we started this channel, it's been like slowly cracking at us. Like we're just that slowly cracking geode that's just
coming out of their shell,
about to open. And it's because we're meeting our people, which started with you guys. Like so many people reached out to us when we started this channel, and the first person being Jeremiah with Ragnar Rocks and Captain Cortez, and he met up with us, or he asked us to meet him, and it turned out great, and now we have this friendship. And then all of a sudden all these people started coming out of the woodwork. We started Patreon, and you know, the people there, I mean, it's family. And the people we've met on the road, I mean, I could probably put you on the spot right now and pull an example of a person we've met on the road that pulled us out of our shell, and we had something to talk about with them.
Josh, Christmas Day.
I love Josh.
Yeah. Had a Washington plate on his van. We met him at I still don't even know the name of the hot springs in California. But yeah, we met him on Christmas Day, and yeah, I'm really time stamping that one. And he's like, hey, yeah, there should be a free campsite just on the other side of this RV park, and let's go, let's find it. And we chilled and had a fire and relaxed, and you know, just chatted all night. It was great, because I don't know, it's like
it made Christmas special when we were just gonna have a normal day.
Yeah, we were.
And now we have a new friend, and he understands the lifestyle we live.
Yeah. Which, you know, you might not see your friends for months, long time. But
that's true.
You know, they're out there enjoying life just like you.
I'm going to be finishing this book I started, which I have like 160 pages left to read before I'm done, but the character in the book is this guy, and I want to finish this book so I can give it to him, because he's young, and I have a feeling he probably hasn't read this book, and it might really help inspire his adventures even further.
I can't tell if this is like a diverted part of the creek or if this is a natural spring. Got a fish in it. It's a lot deeper than the creek, and the creek runs over there. So like this actually just dumps back into the creek. And the creek doesn't even have that much water flow. Here, let me show you. So you saw how much water was coming out of that. And there's like nothing here for that water to come from. And then this is the little trickle that the creek is. So either that's a nice natural spring, or I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, we got some nice color in the sky. It's a beautiful area. Yeah, because I mean, you can hear that trickle of water. And obviously the stream kind of splits back there a little bit. And it's slow enough to be growing plants right here. And then you got that giant rushing of water with the fish in it. Weird. All right, guys. I'm gonna say goodnight. Liz is reading her book. I'm probably just gonna play some video games on my phone. Cause like, I can. We have no cell service here, so I can't like watch YouTube or anything like that. All right, good night.
Austin is rapidly growing his Instagram.
Well, I don't know if you'd call it that.
And there's a really big reason why his Instagram is ramping up. And Austin, what are you doing?
I am running across the country from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic. It's technically 3,209 miles, but Usti's way, it's probably gonna be a lot of back and forth, like 3,400 miles total. Because I've already skipped a few miles and I've already had to backtrack and rerun miles, so I don't know even how long it's gonna take. I was planning on this taking 5 months, but it could take as long as up to 8 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do after this, but I got big plans, I got big thoughts.
Has it changed your, like, thinking on what you're gonna do with your future? Like,
Yeah.
just doing this? Like,
Yeah, this is like, okay, so before I started this, I thought this was just gonna be a thing that I do, which is a lot of like, oh, that's just a thing Austin's done. He's ran across the country, or that's just a thing Austin's done. He's ran in a blizzard. Like, no, this is a lifestyle, and I think this is changing my lifestyle. And I think what you guys have discovered, like, lifestyle changes aren't easy, but they're not easy, but they are some of the best things you can ever do. Like, for real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's exactly how we feel. I've been reading this book, Walking Across America, and it's about this guy who has a very similar look to you.
Do you know his name?
It's Peter Jenkins, and it was written in the 70s, and he decided to go from New York to California. He wanted to find out what America was like.
Yeah.
Like, meet people where they're from. So he's doing exactly what you're doing, and he like goes out to kind of find himself and find out more about his country. And so I was almost done with it. I like marathoned it last night so I could finish it so I can give it to you. But
You're gonna give it to me?
yes, and he travels with his dog that's walking across America. So I mean, when you're done with it, toss it, donate it, whatever.
No, I'll give this to somebody that I want.
Yeah.
I'm reading a book called The Shack right now. It's like a religious book, but I'm not a religious man, I'm a spiritual man. So for me, it's like spiritual, because like literally, so people say like God provides, the road provides. Like I'll be walking and I'll be thinking, I need this, or I need that, or I lost this, and I'll find something, or people will find me and give me something. And it's like, if you just put your faith in yourself and just like keep a relentless forward movement, it works out. Like I this quote that I read, there's a quote that I read and I love it. And it said, take your leap of faith and develop your parachute on the way down. That's so true. I started this, I didn't have enough money to get across. I had a super bad eating disorder. I didn't even have a tent. And like I had never ran with a cart. I'd always ran with my bag. So like this is all new, but like new stuff, you gotta do new stuff all the time. Yeah. Like,
and you're right about the having faith, like the road's just gonna provide for you, and that's what's happened. Like,
and that's like you said, the road's gonna provide for you. Every single Transcontinental bicyclist that I've met has said the same thing without me prompting them. They're like, the road will provide, and they are right. And I think that, and I've met people that live in their vans. Bronte, she's a vagabond, and she literally just works for 4 months a year, saves up, and then travels the rest. And she lives in a box van, and the road provides for her. And like, if you're just open-minded and willing to embrace new opportunities, bro, the world opens up.
We were broke down in Moab, Utah once, and we were in front of an auto parts store that we had to like camp out, like stealth camp out. And
our alternator went out, so I had to repair our alternator, and I didn't have any tools with me. And the guy in the auto parts store gave me a crescent wrench to fix my alternator. So I sat there and I was looking very defeated. There was this guy that just randomly walked up, and he was carrying 2 heaters with him, which that's not part of the story, but it's just random.
See, I love that.
But he walked up to me and he held out this roll of money, and I was like, oh no, I can't take it. And he's like, no, here, somebody did this for me when I was having a bad day, and it looks like you are having a bad day too. So here, just take it, pass it along to the next person, you know, keep the gift going if possible. And the amount of money he gave me was the exact money we needed to hire a mechanic to fix the alternator.
I've got a story exactly the same. Whenever I got into Redding, California, I started with this phone, and my camera was all smashed up. And that was 9 days after I bought it, I smashed my camera. And on my way into Redding, I literally ran 28 miles up 2 mountains and down them. And I ran 28 miles to get to Redding so I could meet with my mom's friend. Jeez. And he was gonna host me for 1 day. And then while I was coming in, my phone smashed into my cart and destroyed it. Destroyed my phone. And it's got all my maps, my contacts, my money, it's got everything.
Yeah.
I'm a 21st century man, you know? And I've got physical maps, but like I can see terrain and I can zoom in and see I might sleep underneath that tree tonight.
Yeah.
And so my phone was destroyed, and it cost me $265 to fix. And I went to a bar in Redding, it's called the Showboat, and this guy named Rich Zellman comes up and he gives me $200 cash. And he was like, if I could, I would have given you more, but the ATM only lets you withdraw $200.
Wow.
And that was the same day that I broke my phone. So it worked out, dude. Like,
that's cool.
It makes it so you can't get angry. You can't get angry because you know something's gonna come through for you.
So there's a quote that I read by Confucius. He says, whenever anger rises, think of the consequences. Because it just takes a moment to calm yourself down, because anger is like destructive.
Yeah.
And it breaks good things. And like you gotta have patience, and patience is something that you can't just be given. You have to learn it, and you learn it through like hardship. Like,
that's
seriously.
True. Yeah.
You know, they say patience is a virtue. My grandma would always say, patience is a virtue, Austin.
It's so dang true.
And like, you know, we're so used to instant gratification. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be my favorite vlog yet because I love all these words of wisdom. This is a wise dude, and he is 24 years old?
Yeah, I turned 25 in 5 days.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Yeah, dude.
It's incredible. 16,000 feet high?
Yeah, yesterday I said it was 13,000 feet, but I was wrong.
That's crazy.
So Mom, whenever you see this, that peak right there is 16,000 feet.
Okay, so we just checked out that awesome view, and now we're gonna show Austin the geode cracking life. He's never cracked a geode before. Let's do it.
I'm not like very good at poetry, but I've written a few.
He's pretty good, guys.
So my nickname is Honey Badger. So, the life of a honey badger. I desire solitude, yet crave attention. I will endure all that can be endured. I will embrace everything that can be embraced. I want to be loved by most and feared by some. I will travel everywhere and never leave home. I will go days with fatigued muscles and a dirty face. I will warm myself by fires and rest in quickly fashioned shelters. I will make my family proud and raise good men. I will find a way to provide without having to work. I will run until I can go no further, and then I will wake up and start all over.
Geode. Could be a geode, could be a thunder egg. Set it right in this crevice so it doesn't roll.
And the difference between the geode and a thunder egg is the geode will be hollow with crystals and a thunder egg will be solid with...
Dinosaur hunting. Yeah. Take a picture of this.
Wait, I don't... Do you have your...
I just got my phone.
Yeah. There you go. Anything inside it?
Well, it's solid. It looked... Oh, I lost that one. Nope, I didn't. It's solid.
Oh, yeah. You got a thunder egg.
That's cool. I'm gonna break it one more time.
So it's got agate in it.
Can I give this to my mom?
Yeah, it's yours.
There you go. Oh, perfect. Ooh.
That's so cool.
Oh, you got a
see the
druzy
crystals?
pocket. The crystal in there.
I'm gonna give this to my mom. She's gonna love this. My mom loves rocks. I sent her a pine cone that was the size of a watermelon.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
Trinity County. Go to Trinity County, California. I'm telling you, that place, you guys will get there and you guys will call me and be like, Austin, we're never leaving this place.
Really?
I'm not even kidding. If you guys go to Trinity County, California, y'all need to go to Burnt Ranch.
Okay.
And then also check out Mount Ironside. Kind of like how you guys got to drive up to Mount Wheeler. I didn't get to do that with Mount Ironside. So take pictures and send them to me.
Okay, we'll do that.
It's gonna break
Most
across
of them
right
are gonna
here.
be
But you should
thunder
probably
eggs.
get like that in half and then that
That's
in
what
half.
I was
It's probably
thinking.
two
I'm gonna
of them,
try
yeah.
and break this one right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of cool because we feel like we're sharing our passion. Like, this is what we love doing.
And this is, you know, that's so cool. No, that's stupid. Maybe.
Nah, you'll want to use the other side.
I do.
Yeah.
I want to hit it like this though.
I have a bigger hammer for this one.
Yeah,
no,
that
I'm
one.
just being weak.
It takes some getting used to. Like, you don't know how powerful you
I
need to
don't want
go.
it to like fly everywhere either. Come on, homie. Last one, I feel it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Oh, whoa.
Let's check it out.
Look at that.
These are water lines. So this
So
is
it got wet.
No way.
so this is the fluid filling up inside of it over the years. So each line is like probably 1,000 years or so of rock. It's
That's like a
different-
tree line.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I love that.
And that's the score, finding a water line.
I
Yeah.
want you guys to keep it.
No.
Little did we know how much we'd learn from our short time with Austin. At the time, he was 24 years old with a mission to run across America. With a budget of $29 a day, a running trailer, some camping supplies, a few good books, and water and food, he was on a journey to find himself and to meet as many people as he could. The journey for him began February 28th, 2022. And it started in the town of Crescent City, California. And he aims to finish in Folly Beach, North Carolina by this fall. What is so outstanding about Austin is his ability and confidence to approach anyone and everyone with pure, genuine curiosity of their own stories. As two people who live in a hard shell, this was awe-inspiring to see, refreshing really. This guy has been stopped so many times himself and been offered food, water, invites to parties, graduations, whatever it may be. He's been offered beers and drugs. Something about him is just compelling. He's had so many impromptu adventures just by not being afraid to approach people. Like, he got to release the hounds and pet all 23 of these guys. And along with that, he's met pro athletes and so many just interesting yet average human beings out there in the world. He's also slept outside in storms, taken shelter in abandoned buildings. He's suffered through countless injuries, yet kept going. He's living, really living. Most of us could take note from Austin. We are very lucky to have met him. He is such an inspirational human. Finish strong, Austin. If you want to follow his journey, he can be found on Instagram, as well as this great group on Facebook called I Met Austin Brau. If you go see him, tell him the Adventure Closet sent you.
Thanks for liking and subscribing,
Checking us out on Patreon.
having dinner with us, always being here to support us. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye now.
Bye now.